Some of the worst flooding tonight was in the parking lot of the FLORILAND office mall in Tampa. That's on Florida Avenue north of Bush Boulevard. Water filled most of the parking lot, swamping cars and stranding workers there. In fact, let's get out there and see what's going on. Fox 13 Steph Trantonio is nearby LINEBAUGH and Nebraska Avenue. Well, how bad is the scene out there, Steph?
Well, John, it's getting better as the night's worn on here. In fact, the rain is starting to slow down right now, but it's been a real mess for folks who live at the Richmond Hill apartments here right behind me. And take a look over here on the street here, LINEBAUGH, stretching from Nebraska. There's at least a foot or more of water, making it impossible for folks to get in and out of their homes tonight. Road closed signs sprung up almost as fast as the flash floodwaters, more than 2 feet deep in some parts of North Tampa. There was no going on 113th Avenue at 15th Street. The flooded roads kept TPD busy at places like the Richmond Hill apartment complex at LINEBAUGH in Nebraska. Rocky Green says a retention pond across the street is an eternal problem.
They let all the rain come in, they let it clog up, and then this is what we go through for the next 2 or 3 days.
He wishes the city would turn on this pump when they see a storm approaching. Green says by the time it's running, it's too late.
The veterans' house is down the street here. A lot of people on wheelchairs, electric wheelchairs, they can't power through this.
Yep. The streets were overwhelmed in less than 20 minutes, with plenty of trash and debris, making it dangerous to wade through. Still, people did.
We're not even talking about how nasty this water is. As soon as I finish here, all this, whatever fecal matter or everything else is going through this, you got to spray yourself off with bleach and get sanitized.
This van was stalled and stranded, but they were able to push it out. And you never know by looking at it, but below this blue floating garbage can is the bench for the bus stop.
This has a very bad City of Tampa drainage problem.
Down the street at the FLORILAND office park, Robert REICHOLD was busy plucking cars out of the soup. He says at the height of the storm, the water rose above his knees in minutes to the tops of this van's tire wells. Some people tried to outrun the deluge. The water won. But not everyone is sad to see this mess.
We guaranteed money right here, so I mean, it's one of those things.
So you like the rain?
Oh, I love the rain, and I love my job.
Well, here's a good sign out here tonight. You saw that blue barrel floating in our story. Well, here's the barrel, and look what's behind it. At least the back end of the bench for the bus stop is above water right now, so that's a good sign. At least 2 more feet, but you've got about 2.5 more feet below that for the water to still go down. The folks who live in this apartment complex estimate, even with the pump running behind me back here, it could take at least 2 to 3 days for the water finally to go down far enough to drive back into their homes tonight, John.
Well, I see with that umbrella there makes me a little skittish here. Is it it's still raining out there now?
It's still raining out here now, and John, you wouldn't believe the folks who have no problem walking through this water. I mean, they've got to get to their homes, but they're rolling their pants up and just parading right through it, and Lord knows what's floating in it tonight there.
Well,
wow.
yeah, that's not a good thing to do. Sometimes you got no choice. Well, we advise you to stay out of the water if you can. Of course, that's the one. Thank you very much, Dave.